Okay, so yan. Yung importance ng financial markets, syempre bridging the gap between the buyers and the sellers. Okay? So, ayan, in the case of larger entities, di ba yun nga, yung mga PLDT, Facebook, Google, so syempre, nagkakaroon tayo ng middlemen, yung investment banks and financial intermediaries para mas mapabilis yung acquisition of the necessary capital. Okay? So, next punta naman tayo dun sa types of market o yung iba-ibang types of market. Number one, we have physical asset market versus financial asset market. So, syempre, alam mo na yung difference dito. Pag sinabing physical asset market, that is market for products such as what? Wheat, autos, real estate, computers and machinery, etc. So, yung mga assets with physical substance. So, kasama din yung oil, gold, silver, natural gas, etc. Okay? And then, we also have yung ating financial asset market. So, ito naman yung market for stocks, bonds, notes, mortgages, derivatives, etc. Okay? So, anyway, yung derivatives ano ulit definition ng derivatives? These are financial assets that derive their value from an underlying. Okay? So, pwedeng yung underlying mo, ito yung ating oil, gold, silver, pwede ring stocks, bonds, etc. Okay? So, yun yung derivatives. Next, market versus futures market. So, ano naman yan? Pag sinabing spot market, these are markets in which assets are bought or sold for on-the-spot delivery. So, yan yung parang kumbaga right at this moment. Yung price niya currently, kung bibilhin mo siya or bebenta mo siya on the spot. Okay? So, next naman, yung ating futures market. Ano ba pag futures market? The markets in which participants agree today. So, ito ay price today to buy or sell an asset at some future date. Ayan. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, ito yung asset. Okay? And then, ito yung price. Pero yung delivery niyan, hindi today. Ang delivery niyan is sa future pa. So, dito, June 2020. Okay? So, yan yung spot versus future market. Okay? Next, we have money market versus capital market. Ito naman, matter of timing difference lang naman ito. Okay? When we say money markets, the financial markets in which funds are borrowed or loaned for short periods, normally less than 1 year. Okay? And then yung ating capital markets, ito naman yung financial markets for stocks and long-term debt. So normally 1 year or longer. Okay? Next, we have the primary market versus secondary market. Ito very important. So when we say primary market, so mention ko na rin yung IPO market. So these are markets in which corporations raise capital by issuing new securities. So ito mga bagong stocks or bagong bonds na hindi pa nai-issue sa public. Okay? And then we also have secondary markets. So ano naman yung secondary markets? Markets in which securities are traded among investors after they have been issued by corporations. So meaning class dito sa secondary markets, ang tinitrade na securities, stocks or bonds ay already outstanding. Di ba? So meaning ng already outstanding, kung magkaroon man ng trade, diba, that is already among the investors. Wala nang increase in the equity of the corporation. Diba? Kasi ang trading is already between the investors. Unlike dito sa primary market transaction, so pag nagkaroon ng transaction dito, magkakaroon ng increase in equity. Diba? Si corporation. Kasi dito, ang transaction is between the corporation and the investor. So dito naman, between investor and another investor. Okay? So that is the difference. Okay? So ano naman yung IPO? So later mame-mention din natin yan, initial public offering. That is initial or first time na mag-i-issue ng securities to the public. Okay, more details on that later. And number 5, we have the private market versus public market. When we say private markets, are markets in which transactions are worked out directly between two parties. So, ang best example nito, let's say you are obtaining a personal loan mula sa isang commercial bank. That is a private market transaction because directly between two parties. Okay? So, normally, yung yung contract dyan is specifically designed for both of the parties. Okay? Unlike sa public markets, so sa public markets naman, markets in which standardized contracts are traded on organized exchanges. So best example ay yung ating stock market transaction. That is a public market transaction. Okay? So yan yung ating different types of financial markets. Okay? So balikan lang natin So number one, physical asset market versus financial asset market. Number two, spot market versus futures market. Number three, money markets versus capital markets. Number four, primary market versus secondary market. And number five, private market versus public market.